Let me tell you a little secret, my friend. Women would crush your self-dignity by ignoring you when you approach them if you don't know what you're doing. This is the situation many young men have found themselves in, and they're left looking like clowns. What if I told you handling women who are snobbish is much easier than you think? It is all a mind game, and I'll show you how to play this game like a boss. You'll not only walk out of such a situation with your dignity, but if you can master what I'm about to teach you, she would be the one begging for your attention. So pay close attention. Number 1, don't acknowledge her mind games. Men who have vast experience dating women all know that women love playing games with men. It's like a cat playing with its food, meaning she could be interested in you but would still choose to play hard to get. It doesn't matter what her motives are, you must not let her play you. The only way to escape her tricks is to be able to read her game plan like a pro and dismantle her strategy before she even gets started. What she wants is for you to chase her. She wants you to do this because it makes her feel wanted and special. It is very likely she would tell her friends about you and how much you are dying to have her. This behavior is actually more common than you can imagine. Women tend to be competitive, and showing her friends how much a man wants her can inflate her ego massively. Women like this are immature and don't know what they want. You can easily identify such women because of their snobbish attitude. She's the type of woman that would give you her number and would never reply to your messages. And when she eventually replies, her response would be dry and lifeless. She would most likely respond with one-word messages. What she is doing here is, she's establishing to you that you're not worth her time. It's a psychological game here. Only the weak person in the relationship is putting in the most effort. If you continue to put in effort, then you're already losing the game. Pretend that you don't know what she's doing. Don't try to confront her about it, because confronting her would still make you look desperate. So the first thing is to keep calm and pretend you don't notice the game she's playing. This means if you get to see her one-on-one, you keep your frustrations to yourself. Don't make it important to you. Doing this gets her curious and confused. She's not getting any reaction she wants from you. Number 2, always live your best life. Allowing snobbish women to get on your nerves is not worth it. Be a champ and smile it off. Don't even think about it. Be genuinely happy she snubbed you. When you do this, you program your mind not to take her seriously, and you're going to be free from thinking about her. The mistake most young men make is trying to get revenge or trying to win her back. None of these is good. It would only engulf you in her web. What you want is freedom and happiness, and trust me, this is the best revenge. The most painful thing for women like this is to see that you don't take them seriously. Imagine how insignificant she would feel when she realizes that you don't even care that she ignored you. Now the joke is on her. Don't ever give anyone the power to determine your happiness. What makes this even better is, women love being with men that seem to be happy. This means she would begin to feel like she's losing out on not having you. On the other hand, if you get emotional, then you even become less attractive to her and other women. Number 3, go for someone better. I'm not talking about someone more beautiful. I'm talking about getting a woman that loves you, respects you, and gives you attention. This is the best way to move on from a woman that ignores you. When she realizes that you're with someone else and that person values you, it becomes a problem. Women that turn men down actually hope such men never find love. They want to feel justified in turning you down, so they hope other women turn you down too. One reason why women turn men down or ignore them is because they evaluate that he's not worth their time. She's probably sized you up and concluded that you're not her type. When you get another woman, you achieve 2 things. One is, you prove to yourself that you're a man of value and there are good women that want you. You also prove to her that she judges you wrong. Number 4, ignore her, but don't block her. The general advice in this situation is for you to block her, remove her contacts, and make sure she's unable to reach you. This is actually not good advice. The best thing is to leave channels open for her to reach out to you, and when she does, you pay her back in her own coin. You also ignore her. Number 5, get busy with your life. You have better things to do than worry over a woman that's playing with your feelings. Become a better man, give yourself more attention, and increase your value. Remember, the reason why she turned you down is that she thinks she's too good for you. It would be really sad if after some years your paths meet again and she's proven right. You need to take your life seriously. If by any chance she gets to see you in the future and you've become a much better man, she would be the one chasing you and you would be the one snubbing her. At this point, you have no choice but to become a better man in every way, but you're not doing it for her, you're doing it for yourself. Number 6, keep conversations short. There's a good chance she would get in touch with you, especially if you became a better man. So what do? How do you reply if one morning she sends you a message out of the blue? It's quite simple, but this requires a lot of discipline. Keep the conversation as short and formal as possible. Let her do all the talking. High-value men know that by giving her the stage to talk, you're giving her enough rope to hang herself, so to speak. By holding your tongue, you show self-control and patience. Let her reveal her true colors without the need to argue or prove yourself. In this dance of words, it's like a matador facing a bull. You dodge her jabs with grace. As she rambles on, she'll start to feel the weight of her own snobbery and may even realize her foolishness. Remember, young man, this is not about being silent and submissive. It's about wielding power through restraint. When she's run out of steam, that's when you cut in with a well-placed remark, showing her you've been listening. You earn her respect by not stooping to her level and maintaining your own composure. So let her be the chatterbox. You'll find that you've not only preserved your own self-respect, but shown her that beneath her snobbish exterior, you've got the wisdom and strength to handle whatever she throws your way. Number 7. Never apologize. A man of substance walks the path of self-respect because he knows that his worth isn't measured by someone else's snubs. When a woman ignores you, don't let it stir your emotions or make you think you need to apologize to her. Don't be a simp and apologizing just because you think it would make her give you attention. See, apologizing needlessly destroys your self-worth. It's not about arrogance, but is about holding your ground with quiet confidence. A high-value man knows that the measure of his character isn't attached to a woman's validation. Respect yourself, for in the face of disdain, you hold your head high and remain steadfast. That's the essence of self-respect, to stand tall even in the winds of disregard. It's not about suppressing feelings, but about channeling them wisely. Choose your battles and let your self-respect be strong. Number 8. Be bold to cross her path. Avoiding her makes it obvious that she got you for good and that you're a weakling that would run in shame. Here's the twist. You need to understand that she's not your friend, and also, she's not your enemy. Stop making her too important. That is exactly what you must avoid. Don't give her the impression that she's important. Avoiding her means you think she's a big deal. If she ever tries to start a conversation with you, don't block her off. Allow her to start, but always make sure you keep the conversation as short as possible. Even if she's being nice to you, keep your pride and make sure you don't get carried away. The best thing you can do is treat her like a stranger on the street you don't fully know. Why? Because if you let your guard down, you're opening the door for her to waltz right back into your mind, and that's trouble. Always think with your head and stop trying to please her. If she wants you back, then let her do all the chasing and prove she truly wants you back. Coming out on top after a woman ignores you is a question of how much you value and respect yourself. It's about being patient and mature, not letting your emotions determine your reactions. And always remember that it's a mind game. Avoid falling into her traps. If you can master all of these, you would never let it bother you when a woman ignores you. And if indeed you are a high-value male, she would soon be regretting her actions.